What's up, guys, and welcome back to a very oil filter, oil cooler housing-y edition of Project TimeGarage. Today, we're going on an adventure. We're back on Project F2-Hooptie. If you haven't seen this truck, this is our $500, yes, $500, 99 Ford F250 7.3 turbo diesel, direct injected, automatic, four-wheel drive, extra cab, short base, red truck. There's an entire series on the truck right up here above my head somewhere. I'm going to stick that, you know, kind of up there where the truck is. Today, like I said, we're going to do some oil cooler changing. It's leaking like crazy. And my intention is to show you guys the entire process of that. Everything from beginning to end. Should be, like I said, an adventure. All right, now to do this job, we're going to have to drop the oil and we're going to have to drop the coolant. And we're going to have to basically end up taking the oil filter housing itself off, and that's where the oil cooler is. There's O-rings in there that break down, and then also where it seals to the block tends to break down over time. And that's the main source of the leak on this truck. Messing up dude's driveway, you know, got to fix that. Let me take you underneath it, and I'll show you where it's leaking and what to look for if yours is leaking. This is what you're usually looking at. The back of the oil filter cooler is up here. I'll try to put an arrow up here. It's basically the entire housing for the oil filter itself. So I think there's 3 bolts here on the back part of the housing, and then the rear housing should come loose from the tube, and then we can pull the tube out. And then on the front side, I'll have to show you that here in a minute. That's up there on the very front of the engine. Once we get all this mess out of here, we'll get it, get it pulled apart, and I'll show you that process too. But anyway, this is usually what you're looking for. All this oil everywhere, all coming down the side of the oil filter itself. Makes it look like the oil filter is leaking there where it meets the housing, but it's not. So, so that's that. Okay, I'll bring you back up under here when there's something going on. Stay tuned. First thing we're going to do after we've drained the coolant is get this lower hose out of the way, because one of the bolts we're going for on the front of this cooler housing is right behind that. Makes it a little bit easier to do. Should be fairly easy now since these are new hoses. Haven't been stuck on there for 100 years. Alright, we'll just tuck that thing back out of the way somewhere. Like that. There, now we can see where our first bolt is going to be. Oh, yeah. There's the bottom of it. Let me get some light on you too. We're going to pull the, going to go ahead and unplug the block heater, and basically you just grab a hold of that thing and it just pops out. Like that. And for bolts on the actual cooler itself, the back housing of the cooler, there looks like about 3 10mm. I'll get you up there and see if you can see them. Not a whole lot of options to see, but trust me, there are 3. I'll catch you if you fall. Alright. I'll have to catch you. I can't move.
Oh. Alright. Those 3 are out.
Alright, now we should be able to pry it away from the block. We're going to get some coolant because we didn't pull out the bottom thing.
We can take the 2 front bolts out.
Will it not pry off right there? Because I think it might. I may be wrong.
Right.
Well, you're going to have to take them out at some point. Yes. See what I mean? Drain bucket. I don't know which waterfall you should catch.
Me either.
So, like I said earlier, we're going to get a little bit of coolant because, we didn't pull the drain plug out of the bottom of the block. We opted not to do that. And that's fine. You just have some of that to clean up. Luckily, there's a pile of gently used oil dry right back there. We'll just sweep that right into the pile and move right on. So what I was asking was, can we pry the back housing off and pull the tube out of the housing just like it is, and then we'll of course have to get the front part of the housing off. But I know for a fact it'll be really hard to get the front housing to come backward over all that junk. So if we can pull it apart like this, miles ahead. So that's what I was gonna give a whirl to. Now that we're done, let's try that. There we go. Okay. So the probe for the block heater is actually inside the block. There it comes. All right, now this is what I was talking about. Just to be able to pull the whole thing down like that and hold it in your hand. I'm not going to reuse that. So what we'll have to do is before we ever start to go back together, we're going to have to get up here and get this old gasket. It looks like it's a metal gasket with rubber O-rings impregnated into it. We'll have to get those out and make sure that surface is really, really clean. Brake clean the fire out of it and all that. Maybe try to control a little bit of this oil back here, get rid of it some. Anyway, the back's off. Let's go and look at the front. All right, on the front.
Is that the front bolt right there?
That's the lower one, yep. That's it.
Up.
Was that loose?
No.
So this will be the front part of the housing that we're taking off here now.
What was that? I just knocked something off.
Where'd it fall to?
I don't know. It's down
Oh,
there.
that white thing right there, that was a plug. Oh yeah, there's a plug that's stuck in this right here. Nothing more, nothing less. All right.
Where's the top one?
And the top one is right up there behind. Well, here's the unit laying on the desk, and this is the end we've already got off. We've already pulled that O-ring off there. There's two O-rings, one here, which is hard and gross, and one here that was still pretty soft and supple. Both of these get replaced in this process, as well as the seals that go here, which would be the seals that go up against the block. We've already cleaned this up some. We also need to get this tube out of this rear part of the housing, and to do that, they gave you a convenient little pry point. Yeah, look at that one. That right there's even broke. Yep, really bad. The idea here is going to be to jam something in here.
It just pulls apart.
And just pull it apart.
Keep going.
Other option is to do it this way. All right, I'm going to get my hands and help him do this right here, and we'll come back with it apart. So he's going to go ahead and pull the other O-rings off here, off this side. They're stuck pretty good. That one break too?
Yep.
Sure did. All right. Good thing we were doing this. All right. Next step is we're going to get this all cleaned up and get it all spick and span, because this fella's a perfectionist and it'll be clean enough to eat off of it. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
And we'll get all this done. Be back as soon as it's clean, like silly clean. Okay. This is where we're at. This is the oil, the reseal kit for the oil cooler. 94 to 03, and that's from Riff Raff. That's where we got it from. Pretty much it O-ring, 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 oil them up, mash it back together. Probably gonna take some force to put it back together. We'll reconvene on that. Also, I did pull out the block heater element just to make it a little easier to get the whole thing back together, and hopefully this right here won't be any trouble to put back in. We've gone ahead and greased up these O-rings, and actually once they're on there, I'm going to come back through and grease them up even more, because the greasier they are, the better they'll slide back together. That's with universal with every O-ring on earth. All right, pretty well greased up. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. More the better, I'm telling you. Do shit like this.
All right, well, the bent side here goes back with this one.
Okay.
And nope, goes with this one. Right there.
Just like that. Wow. Man just pushed the oil cooler together on 7.3 diesel with his bare hands and my ramp. Right now he's just scraping off that residue on the back side left from that O-ring. A little bit of that and a little bit of wire brush action, and it'll be pretty good. Okay, reverse process. Let's put it back together.
I guess it's got to go up above all that crap, looks like.
Have to turn it just enough to go. All right, hold on one second. Where are the bolts for this side?
They should be laying right there.
There you go. Uh-oh. Is it started?
Yep.
All right.
I think I got a second bolt in.
Hang on a second. I'm going to try a second myself. Yeah.
Do what?
I've listened to All right, project well done. Well, it's done. And the best part about it is we made minimal mess on the floor. Well, hope this video helps somebody else out there. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of other videos out there, but figure we'd stick one out there too. Since we're doing it, may as well film it. Guys, I appreciate you watching as usual. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends about us, and I'll see you next time.